Welcome to the 2023 Golden Apple Awards Show, and what a wonderful year it's been. Students hit the home stretch towards summer. We want to honor some of those outstanding teachers who made it a year to remember. These educators went far beyond providing their insight and knowledge. Through heartfelt caring and boundless creativity, they made each day special. And our community as a whole is so much better for it. Tonight, News 12 and Food City just want to say thank you. For the past 15 years, News 12 has presented the Golden Apple Award. This program recognizes the excellent work taking place in classrooms and acknowledges the critical role that education and educators play in the future of our area. This year, Food City is again partnering with News 12 in presenting these awards. I recently spoke with David Ellison, Food City Senior Human Resources Specialist, about their involvement. Food City does a lot for our community, and one of the things you guys do is Golden Apple. I believe we're about 15 years into it. Why is this something that Food City keeps on sponsoring year after year?
So Food City was founded on the basis of running the best store in town. And in order to do that, you've got to have the absolute best associates to run the best store in town. And that starts at a very early age with our school system of teachers playing an integral part of that, of truly caring about the children and bringing them up and educating them.
We've got some fantastic teachers here. We are never at a loss for nominees. Everybody wants their teacher to get the Golden Apple Award. Does that make you feel good as Food City that there's so much interest in this?
Absolutely, absolutely. Education's at the forefront of everything that we do, once again, from an early age on through continuing education in one's career. And to have those special teachers involved out there in the community is something that we are very passionate about and giving back to. And just the true impact that it can make, not only for those students, but the teachers of receiving those awards is truly, something that you can really take heart to.
During this show, we'll be awarding 4 outstanding teachers. 3 finalists receive a plaque and a $200 Food City gift card, while their school will receive a check in the amount of $125. Our Golden Apple Teacher of the Year will receive a plaque and a $500 Food City gift card, while their school will receive a check in the amount of $200. When we return, we'll highlight our 2023 Golden Apple Awards finalists. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Golden Apple Awards special presented by Food City. With over 4 decades in teaching, Dr. Lindy Blazek from Our Lady of Perpetual Help Catholic School has seen a little bit of everything, and now she's a Golden Apple Award finalist.
Dr. B, I am honored to be here today to present you, on behalf of Food City and News Channel 12, our Golden Apple Teacher Award.
Oh my gosh.
There's not a day that Dr. B doesn't enter the hallway or in classrooms where she's trying to use the inspiration of her students, of her content area, and constantly trying to make herself a better educator and a better mentor to her students.
All right, Addie is blonde. She is a female. Can anybody tell me what the stereotypical thing is for a blonde female? Jenna.
I'm an educator. I'm a parent. I'm a grandparent. I'm a coach. I'm a mom, a wife, grandmother, a little bit of everything. Over 45 years in education.
This is a forced choice. You have to make a decision.
I had wonderful teachers. I can't think of a single teacher that I regret having. I had nuns who taught me discipline and love above everything else. I had lay teachers that taught me how to express myself, how to stand up for myself.
Dr. B is really good, as I am Hispanic and have spoken Spanish most of my life. It's hard for me to spell certain words. She understands that and helps me out with that.
She's also very helping, and if she notices one of us not being in the best mood, she will come up to us and ask if everything's okay and all of that.
It's my first year here, and the day I walked into her classroom, she welcomed me with an open heart, and she doesn't send home loads of work. She always is, she gets it done in class, and she doesn't stress you out. She makes sure you're confident in all your things.
There will be some times where I see her as my grandmother more than my teacher, because she'll be coming over to me if I seem puzzled on a question. She'll come over to me and help me.
I think that's what gives me a little bit of an edge being a grandmother. I've been doing this for a long time.
45 plus years and I've never had a Golden Apple Award. This is exciting.
Well, you've earned it all
Thank
along
you
the way.
so much. Oh, guys, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think learning should be fun. You have to be here for 7 hours, so let's make it fun. As long as you learn, then let's have a good time doing it.
We're back at OLPH with Dr. Lindy Blasek. And Dr. Blasek, I'd like to say congratulations. You're a finalist to be this year's Golden Apple Teacher of the Year.
Thank you so much. I am just blown away. Thank you so much. I just love it. I love my students. I love the collegiality of working on a team. This team is awesome, by the way. I get up every morning so excited to come into the classroom and just share learning with my students.
Thank you so much, Dr. Blasek, for everything you've done. Our next finalist is a tutor, a coach, a grade A science teacher from Orchard Knob Middle School. Sarah Roberson is our next Golden Apple Award finalist.
On behalf of Food City and News Channel 12, I would like to present you with this week's Golden Apple Teacher Award. You are a great, very nice teacher to me, and I love your attitude towards us and that you help us and give us information. Are you crying, Ms. Robinson?
Yes. When I think of who I am and what I do, I consider myself a teacher.
Ms. Robertson, in your role as NCO, I love that you're able to share your best practices in teaching science with all the science teachers here at Orchard Knob Middle. Our school wouldn't be the same without you. You make a difference every day.
I've loved teaching and working with kids ever since I was in high school myself, and it's just carried throughout my life, and I can't imagine doing anything else. I'm also a wife and a teacher, and I'll be having a baby here pretty soon, so I'll be a mom here in just a couple months.
And I want you to record what about this oobleck made you think that maybe it could be classified as a solid, and what properties of oobleck might allow it to be classified as a liquid.
I had some really amazing teachers when I was in high school. I went to Boston Latin in Boston, Massachusetts, and I had one teacher in particular, my biology teacher, that really just made it fun and interesting and really just made science my favorite subject.
In her letter, it says, Sarah is the most selfless person I know. She is in her 6th year at Orchard Knob as a teacher, and she is involved in numerous activities. She's always doing something with these kids. She's always after school with them. She knows almost all of their names, and she's just always interacting with them in general.
What makes you think it could be a solid, and what makes you think it could be a liquid? It doesn't seem that long ago that I was in middle school myself, so I tried to, again, be graceful when I, just recall being in middle school and the challenges that come with it. At the end of the day, my goal is to teach them, and I hope that they leave my classroom not only learning the science content, but learning how to think like a scientist, whether it's analyzing data, interpreting trends, just critical thinking skills that they can carry throughout their entire lives.
Sarah, you were a finalist for the Golden Apple Teacher of the Year. We'd like to say congratulations to you and thanks for all you do.
Thank you so much. This is so exciting.
We have talked to 30 teachers this year and you've made it into the top 4. Your story just inspired, yes, it totally inspired us. We love your creativity in the classroom, and you're not afraid to dress up from every now and then, are you?
No, I certainly am not.
How do you keep it interesting every day for 6th and 7th graders?
I just try to do as many hands-on engaging labs as possible and just, try to make science relevant and interesting.
And what do you love best about teaching children of this age? What drew you to it?
Well, they definitely keep you on your toes. It's just a really fun time of life. Definitely some challenging days, but all in all, they're just trying to figure out who they are, and it's fun to be a part of that process with them.
Thank you, Ms. Roberson, for your service. From pre-K to Sunday school to YMCA fitness, this teacher from Brainerd Baptist School has always had a heart for service. Joanne Hellman is a Golden Apple Award finalist.
Hi, Ms. Hellman. Hey. On behalf of Food City and News Channel 12, I would like to present you this week's Golden Apple Teacher Award. What we got?
Miss Hellman is amazing. She is at school earlier than everybody else. She prepares for the children so well, and the greatest thing about Miss Hellman is she loves them tremendously, and she loves the families with the children. And here you go, Biddy.
right, you got it? Okay. Who am I? Well, teacher, I've taught for many, many years. I started when I was real young. Always wanted to be a teacher. I was the kind of student that went to elementary school, and I loved it. Make sure your name's on there just so I know it's yours.
She puts her energy into these kids. She loves them so much. That's all she wants to do is just make the day the best day that they've ever had and for them to enjoy school for their life.
So how many sons did God have? Just one. And he gave him up for who?
Oh, yeah.
For all of us.
It said us.
And when we believe in him, then we have everlasting life. The best part is just spending time with the children. They're fun. Every day's different. And I love being with Paige. They keep me young, keep me on my toes, keep me sharp. And it's terrible. And they keep me learning.
What do you want them to remember most about you?
Oh, just that I loved them. And just how I treated them. They'll learn to read. They'll learn to write. But I just wanted to remember how much I cared for them.
What keeps you coming back day after day and putting so much into this?
Because I just love these children.
They're so fun. The pre-K kids, yeah. You say it's important to let them, the lessons where they can read, they can write, but you want them to know that they are loved. How do you do that?
Well, you have to be genuine with them. You got to get down on their level and find out what they like, what they're interested in, what's on their minds and on their hearts. And that usually does it.
Thank you, Mrs. Hellman, for inspiring your students. When we come back, we'll look back on the year in review of the Golden Apple Award, and we'll name our Golden Apple Teacher of the Year. Welcome back to the Golden Apple Award special presented by Food City. As we spotlighted some of the area's outstanding teachers this year, it left us with many memorable moments. It's the one time when everybody's happy to see a news camper show up. The Golden Apple Awards have been going strong for 15 years in the tri-state area. This year we visited 30 schools and we could have easily visited 30 more. It's all about celebrating our great teachers.
Hi, Miss Hellman. Hey. Golden Apple Teacher Award. Congratulations, Miss Katie. Can y'all give her applause? Thank you.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
On behalf of Food City and News Channel 12, I would like to present you. Are you crying here, Robinson?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Golden Apple Teacher Award.
Oh, thank you. I love the people I work with. They're like a family, so it makes it nice to be here.
Allison Dunbar is a wife, teacher, mother, friend, sister. I've been teaching for 21 years. This is actually my 22nd year. I've been in Hamilton County for over half of that time.
I had wonderful teachers. I can't think of a single teacher that I regret having. I had nuns who taught me discipline and love above everything else. I had lay teachers that taught me how to express myself, how to stand up for myself.
I think every day is a new day, a new challenge. Doesn't matter how the day ended before. Every time I walk in, it's a completely different day.
Less than one half. What does that mean?
They're just joyful, and I like being in a classroom with them. Since I was little, I decided that someday I had just the right amount of bossiness and the right amount of ability to kind of teach kids the way that they can make it understood, and the right kind of patience.
A! The word A is our sight word this week. I was at this school in 2nd grade at Chattanooga Valley Elementary School in Miss Carol Hooper's classroom when I decided that I was going to be a teacher when I grew up at Chattanooga Valley. And so I put it on my vision board, and here I am.
Nominations typically come in for the Golden Apple Award beginning in the middle of August. Oftentimes it's a parent who nominates a special teacher, but just as often it's a child, a student who wants to shine a light on their favorite teacher. Here's what some of those kids had to say.
She teaches us great things that we don't know about already. She teaches me something new every day, and I like how sweet she is.
She teaches me something every day, and she lets us go on Chromebooks and play games and learn.
She's a good teacher, and she's really nice.
She's so sweet. She's so sweet, understanding.
It's definitely anytime that there's like it's something like really hard or a subject, she always tries to make it fun.
She's one of the best teachers on earth. She always helps me with homework. That she always takes us to the library. And I love her kindness when she does that to us, because she's kind and she's worth loving.
On behalf of Food City and News 12, thank you, teachers, for another wonderful year. We can't wait to hand out even more Golden Apples starting next fall. When we come back, we'll announce our 2023 Golden Apple Teacher of the Year.
So proud.
Welcome back to the Golden Apple Award special presented by Food City. We recognized 3 finalists earlier. Now it's time to reveal the Golden Apple Teacher of the Year. Her commitment to kids goes on long after the last bell rings for the day, so much so that she's referred to as Mama Wells. From Calhoun Middle School, the 2023 Golden Apple Teacher of the Year is Rhonda Wells.
On behalf of Food City and News Channel 12, I would like to present you with this week's Golden Apple Teacher Award.
Oh, thank you.
Mama Wells is a staple at Calhoun Middle School and Calhoun High School. So her influence goes beyond the middle school and travels onto the high school. So she is a #1 relationship builder.
So if there's 40 peach juice boxes, how many grapefruit bottles are there?
Who is Mama Wells?
I'm a teacher and I'm a mom. I love all my kids just like they were my own kids, all my students.
She's very outgoing and she does more than she needs to. If we have a project, she buys more than she needs to, and she's very outgoing.
She just helps me. She's always helpful with my homework or anything I need to do, and she always loves us all the time.
She goes out of her way to help other people, including us. If anyone needs help, they go to her.
I just love to try to break math down in little bitty segments, and hopefully they can understand it and give them confidence that they can do math. My elementary school teachers they were really good, and they gave me the confidence, and they would say, you can do it, you're good at math, even though I didn't believe I was good at math myself.
I think all teachers it's a calling, and
It's a special profession that takes a special person.
Over the summer, my family has had some problems with money and other family issues, and they have practically adopted me into their own family, and I've been living with them for like 8 months now. I didn't really think that their family would accept me, like as much as they have, because I was an outsider, and I did have her class in 8th grade, but the way that they have helped me so much and everything, I could never pay back my dues for them. Thank you so much, and I love you.
Oh, love you too.
Overall, I think she's awesome, not just because she's my wife. I think you can ask anybody, and they would tell you the same.
I want them to put forth their best in everything, you know, whether it's doing the dishes or learning something new. Just try their very, very best. And if they don't know how to do it and don't know where to start, I mean, they have a lot of people that's willing to help them. All they got to do is ask.
And you're a phone call away.
And I'm a phone call away.
We're back at Calhoun Middle School talking with Rhonda Wells. Ms. Wells, Mama Wells as we call you. We've done 30 Golden Apples this year. You are the overall Golden Apple winner Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to you.
The year.
Of the whole year, you're number one.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for all you do. You bring such energy and such caring every day to the students in your class. They call you Mama Wells. How does that make you feel? Like almost like a family member?
It does. It makes me feel old sometimes because I've got 60 kids or so, but they are very endearing. You know, it's an act of love when they call me Mama Wells, so I appreciate that.
You teach some pretty dry material here. We're looking at the graphs and the equations back on the board. How do you keep kids interested in things like that?
Well, I just try to think back to when I was in school and I kind of struggled in math, and I try to break it down so that they are successful and they're confident. So if you can break it down to the simplest things and then they feel like they can do it, they're going to want to do it. And that's what I told them. I said I had to fall in love with math in 7th grade, and I did my homework over and over and tried to just tell myself over and over I love math when I really did not. And so that's what I try to do, is just make sure they can feel confident. Even if I have to sit beside them for a couple of minutes and work it with them step by step, even write the steps down for them. Yeah. And I'll say, try to put it in your own words, not just my words. And that's... I just want them to feel successful, like they can do it.
And you're going to get a $500 gift certificate to Food City. You'll get a plaque, and your school gets a couple of $100 also that they can use however they want. Congratulations, and thank you for being our Teacher of the Year.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Congratulations to all the finalists and to our 2023 Teacher of the Year, Rhonda Wells. Thanks to Food City for helping recognize our area teachers. You can see profiles of all this year's Golden Apple Weekly winners on our website, WDEF.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next year.